Before we delve into this nifty little video about a 15-minute city being built right here in America, in Frisco, Texas. The story goes this truck driver stumbled upon this 15-minute city being constructed, created. It's being put up right now, Frisco, Texas. The thing is, he didn't stumble upon it. They'll say he did. That's neither here nor there. He's delivering lights or light bulbs, something like that, to the construction site. This monstrosity of a, I guess, city. We'll call it a city, a 15-minute city. Now, my question is, wouldn't you want to remain anonymous? I mean, you kind of sort of blowing the whistle that this is the first 15-minute city being built in America, and yet your mug is right there in the video. I don't know. I know I wouldn't do that. I mean, if I was going to be some kind of whistleblower, you'd see a fucking, you know how they do the shadow, and then they would have that voice or something like that. I mean, you're not going to see my face doing that, being a whistleblower on something like a 15-minute city, but I digress. I wouldn't doubt this is being built. Let's take a look at it. This is unbelievable that this thing is even a thing. Guys, they're 15-minute open-air prisons, what they are. All right? I've went over this, and other channels, I'm sure, went over this a gazillion times. And you'll only be let out twice a year, I think, if you're on good behavior. Yeah, if you want to go travel and visit someone. Let out. I believe it's twice a year. It's a fucking open air prison. Just like in Saudi Arabia, their plan is to build something called the Line. Just as it sounds, the Line. Go look that one up. I covered that in the early 2020s. Let's go take a look at it right now. It's this world is so fucking insane. It's unfucking believable, and there'll be a bunch of people there'll be. Probably majority that'll actually go for this. All right, go ahead. Go jump in the open air prison. I'm not going. They could try to burn me out, flood me out. I am not going no fucking open air prison. I'm not playing any NWO reindeer games. I'm not. I mean, I might go down, but I'll go down swinging. And you know what I'm saying? I'm not just gonna put on my muzzle and sit in the corner of the kitchen and go, "Mommy, lockdown over virus. Please give me 15-minute city, please. Yes, I want to go and visit." I'm not that guy, and I know you out there in Bitchuland are not that type of person. You're not going to go along with this shit. The problem is, there's a lot fewer of us than there are of, well, the sheeple. But hopefully, there is an awakening happening, and hopefully, I'm hoping and praying there'll be just enough to, kind of sort of push back on this shit. But still, it's just like the flock cameras. They'll put this flimsy flock cameras out there. And then when people start knocking them down and shit, the B system says, "Oh, those are just the bullshit we put out there to see how you would react." The real flock cameras are on the garbage trucks, on other vehicles, they're everywhere else. It's kind of like the 5G towers up there, and big monstrosities, but yet the real 5G, the 5G towers that you can't see are like embedded in mall signs. Church steeples and things like that. You understand what I'm trying to say? In other words, they think that they're knocking down the big 5G towers, and they got rid of it. They got rid of there's a gazillion more all around that you're not paying attention to because they're disguised. Do you understand that? Same thing with the flock cameras. Yeah, big, ugly, flimsy-looking thing over there. So someone goes and takes care of that. But meanwhile, the flock cameras are being put on everything else, everywhere else, and they're kind of sort of concealed if you're not really looking for them. You do understand what I'm saying. In other words, they're there. They're there. There. Let's take a look. Yes, sir. Point and click. Let's take a look.
A trucker somehow stumbled into America's first 15-minute city, and it's being built right now. It's in Frisco, Texas, and people are shocked to learn the details.
This is what I mean, ladies and gentlemen, about a smart city.
Then you will arrive at your destination.
These apartment complexes will have everything that you need. grocery store, daycare center, hair salons, you name it, it's going to be here. Doctors, you name it.
Joe
They
Namath.
have no reason to go anywhere else. And as I said before in other posts, they want you comfortable being uncomfortable. Look at this project. I am actually on site at this facility, this new 15.
Is you about to lose your job? I'm just wondering because you're putting your face out there with this. I mean, maybe not. Maybe the B system's like glad that you're promoting America's first, or maybe they think you're promoting America's first 15-minute city. I know what you're doing. You're exposing it, but I would have just hit my face. That's all I'm saying. I wouldn't. Whatever.
15-minute city that they're building. And
so far, it
as
looks
I
like
told you
shit.
guys in the previous post, I own
Looks like a damn concentration camp.
trucking company, and my purpose of being here is that we deliver the lighting for this place, and this is how I learned that this place actually existed. So,
Do you have a man bun? Is that what I'm saying? I mean, all right, whatever.
these are the lights that I bring here every week, twice a week, for this monstrosity of a complex. So it's just not I'm getting pictures from somebody else. This is actually a real place that I'm at. This is in Frisco, Texas.
Now, to his credit, he tried to warn people about the dangers of this experimental housing development.
See, you're a truck driver, tried to warn people about the dangers of it. Wouldn't your boss like not be real happy about that? I mean, I don't know. That's kind of all right. Whatever.
You will own nothing and be happy.
Well, that's true.
The price of homes will be so expensive that you can't afford a home. And this is where you will end up at. A true 15-minute city with thousands of people on top of each other, paying what's equivalent to today's mortgage. Thousands of dollars.
Notice the sun simulator. I meant sun that used to be Golden's. It just looks like a giant white floodlight with these beams and all that. Whatever. Hey, no chemtrails.
Do you want this to be your final happiness?
Your final destination, I think you meant.
In his comments section, there are people defending these 15-minute cities.
See what I said? Already, they're defending it. I said I was hoping there'd be enough, for this not to be a thing, but apparently they're defending it. Just like these assholes defend the popos, these crooked NWO popos, calling them heroes.
But you only need to look at other smart city projects to see where this is going.
Concentration camp.
Imagine you can only travel for 15 minutes, buy 3 items of clothing a year, fly just once every 3 years to Europe, and never eat meat again. That's part of the 15-minute city plan that sounds so great in the glossy brochures. I'm Dr. Rennie. I had 3 driving days a year through traffic filters, plus 25 for the congestion zones. If you go over it, cameras catch you, the DVLA data is harnessed and IDs you, and fines hit your mat.
You thought Flock was bad? How about cameras covering every inch of the city you live in? And how about wearable devices that track your personal carbon footprint in real time?
Their diet, about their physical activity, about the way that they live their lives. We think that wearables are a key to the MAHA agenda, making America healthy again. And we are going to, my vision is that every American is wearing a wearable within 4 years.
We're developing,
That's not happening.
through technology, an ability for consumers to measure their own carbon footprint. What does that mean? That's where are they traveling? How are they traveling? What are they eating? What are they consuming on the platform? So, individual carbon footprint tracker. Stay tuned. We don't have it operational yet, but this is something that we're working on.
Notice he said you'll own nothing, be happy, because what you'll be doing is renting over there. And you might be sitting on the other side of the screen going, well, that's okay. Big thumbs up. We've been renting apartments, furniture, cars. You can rent a car or lease a car. No big deal. It's nothing new. That ain't all they want you to rent. They want you to rent. Have you noticed that everything's expensive? They want us to rent clothes. And maybe that was the plan all along, to condition humanity to rent. Rent an apartment. Rent or lease a car. Rent your furniture. What was that furniture place? Was it RAC? There was a furniture place. Rent a center? There was something. There was a furniture place in particular that I remember. Anyway, renting furniture. I always thought that was weird. Or was it rent to own? That's what it was. It was rent to own. But I guess if you didn't rent it to the point that you would own it, you have to give it back at a point. Leasing cars. Renting your apartment. Renting this. Renting that. Renting clothes. Yes, that's a thing. Renting clothes. Imagine renting your socks. Imagine renting your underwear. Ladies, imagine renting your bra. Are you JKing me? Renting a tuxedo. We did that for the prom, right? What I'm getting at is that word rent has been in our conscious, in our dialogue for a long time, and now they want to up the ante to the point that you own nothing. Can't afford clothes. Can't afford this. Can't afford that. Well, you could rent it, right? Price of beef. Oh, they say, well, it's the lowest it's been in a generation. Since 1950, we have the lowest beef supply. In the year 2026, when you could create robots and nanobots and claim, I said claim, you went to Mars, claim you went to the moon, even though they didn't, because there's no such thing as traveling in outer space, because there's no outer space. But I'm just saying, they're making all these claims, they're doing all this robotics and all this, they want a cell phone to be in us, where we're the actual cell phone by 2030. They have all this technology going, but yet our beef supply, oh my God, we just, gosh darn it, our beef supply is low. It's as low since 1950. But yet we have triple the population. Oh, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? That's what they're acting like, right? Right? That's what they're acting like. Oh, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? You've done all these great things. You've got all this bullshit technology waiting for us, right? Like holograms you could do up in the sky, and have a fake Jesus, like fake a second coming, or Quetzalcoatl, or whatever. What Q? It starts with a Q for the Mexicans. What I'm trying to say is they have all this technology. They have underground bases, military bases, sophisticated this, sophisticated technology that. Their technology is 50 or 80 to 100 years ahead of the technology that the crumbs that they give us, the technological crumbs that they give us. They're almost 80 years or so ahead of us. But you're going to say that you cannot, somehow for the life of you, make beef in abundance. We're always like, up and down, this, up and down, because it's all bullshit. They're pricing us out of meat. They're pricing us out of you. They're pricing out of your home. They're purposely not giving you a higher wage. And if they did, they would just increase the prices of everything else anyway. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Price a gallon now, $4 a gallon. This shit's been going on since 2020. Inflation. Since 2020, since the scam-damn-demic. And heavily so under Beijing Biden, but I'm not really seeing any relief now anyway. This whole thing, I said this for the longest time. We're being priced out of existence. Do you know how many people are making videos that they're living in their cars, or living, if you're lucky enough, living in a hotel with your family? Hotel, yeah. Holiday Inn, right? But there are people living in the cars. There are people opting for van life because they can't afford a home, or living in a motorhome or a RV. The thing is, there's a downgrade happening now, and it's all done by design as they put up the 15-minute cities, and they're pricing you out of meat and as they introduce lab meat, as they introduce the bugs. They want you to have the cricket flour. The bugs. They want you to drink maggot milk, Bill Gates. These pieces of shit, satanic devils. I've been saying this for the longest time. We need an exorcism of this world, seriously. And then this world would be great again. But it's not going to be until that happens. don't hold your breath. You'll own nothing as they price us out of existence. Everything is high. People making videos left and right that they just can't afford life anymore. They can't afford it. You might be able to right now. All right, you're fortunate. It's good. I mean, you're blessed. But increasingly, the average Joe, most people just can't afford life, utility bills included. And so comes now the 15-minute city where you rent everything. You won't be able to leave the 15-minute city except for a couple of times a year. If you're in good behavior, don't forget the social credit score thing. Do not forget that. All right, you down with all this? Huh? I think you are, because I'm not seeing any. I'm seeing a lot of nothing out of people. Really, to be honest with you. Maybe you're not down with it. If you're not down with it, it's time that people start, or should I say, stop doing nothing. If nothing else, create awareness. Can you create awareness? Can you say, tag you're it? You know, it's your turn to start. I don't know. Can you make a video? Do you know how to make a video on your cell phone or tablet and create awareness? Do you know how to mirror a video? Do you know how to do any of this? If not, can you verbally discuss this with people somehow? I don't know. Maybe we're too far gone and this is it. Could be, because, I mean, you know, in the end, the Antichrist is going to eventually come to power, and there's going to be a new world order, and that's what we're seeing right now. So I guess it could be a case of it is what it is. At any rate, that's what I got for you. Don't be a troll out there. Fish. What? What? Fish with that contagious cancer? What are you talking about, Willis? At any rate, I'm moving.